Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome back to another travel channel video here. And so I wanted to share with you my Christmas trip travels. I went to Phoenix with my family this year, which was amazing. Here in Painfield, my picture's really blurry and messed up. But yeah, this is a picture of the hallway and the line, which you can see there is none, which is my favorite thing when I go to the airport. I really just don't want to see anybody in line. I recently realized that when things are too crowded or there's too many people and people I don't know, it just makes me feel like anxious and stressed out, and I'm like, God, damn it, am I gonna miss my flight? You can always type, I thought I was looking pretty cool, but you can type mean comments in the comment section below if you hate my outfit. Those shoes, by the way, I got for 100 euros used in Europe when I was there, and then my jacket is an off-white color, but I thought I was looking pretty cool. Here's another just photograph of Painfield. Again, my favorite airport. It's nice and cozy, and I flew out in the evening, so a little dark here. But I think apparently it used to be like a military. It used to be a military facility of some kind, or like an army base, which is really interesting. I didn't really look into it. I guess I should reread the plaques there. And I gotta give Alaska a shout out. They definitely handle their customers very well. You've got lots of food options you can pick. So on the way there, I got the Tillamook burger, which I'm not even sure what Tillamook means, but it's delicious. And I don't think it's very preserved. It tastes like it's very fresh and well made. So anyway, here was one of the first pics I snapped when we got to Arizona, because of course it's just beautiful. The sun was out. I mean, Arizona in the winter is probably one of the best places to be. It's just completely perfect. The sun was out. It was mid-70s everywhere we went, and enjoy the beautiful footage. We were driving around. My buddy made a comment on the infrastructure down there. And again, just like the airport experience is, it felt very spacious and open, and I really love that part, because it just has a good feel to it. It doesn't feel crowded and jam-packed like when I go to SeaTac. I took a picture of this store, Aldi, because that's a German company, and when I go to Germany, I've seen they have Aldis in Germany, which is hilarious, because where I grew up in St. Louis, there was an Aldi, and it was my parents' favorite grocery store. Apparently they've got good prices, which, of course we've all got to save money and stretch our money as far as possible, especially in today's economy. Things definitely don't go that far. Here in Washington, the cost of living is just absolutely bonkers. I can go out and spend like $50 on myself if I want to eat food out. That's nonsense. And kudos to people having families. It's very difficult, and I think a lot of the reason why people don't have families or having kids is because it's just insanely expensive. If you can't buy a house, how are you going to raise kids, right? Or you don't feel protected or like you have shelter, right? But here's a couple pictures. I really love to cook, and when you cook and when you go to places like Europe, shout out my old videos there. The food just tastes so much better, and I've been watching, one of my favorite things to do on social media is watch cooking videos. You can really pick up all sorts of tips and tricks. There's clearly a lot of people who are like professionally trained or like study recipes, and so I try to pick up tips from there and try new things. Oh yeah, here, perfect transition here. I didn't mean to do that. So I've been cooking a lot with thyme and rosemary, which honestly do elevate your flavors to another level. And I think I included pictures of the steaks that I cooked on Christmas. Oh no, here's a picture of the outside of our house. Again, it was just, there's cacti everywhere, and again, it was like sunny every day. But I think the rest of these are just clips kind of like, driving around the city. So my buddy, I've got a really close friend who's living down there, and he took me on a tour, a nice tour of the downtown areas, which was, it was very pretty, again, spacious, and, there's not a whole lot of riffraff and bizarre stuff going on. This was one of the very nice mall. We walked around one of the really nice malls in, I think it was Tempe or Scottsdale. There was a guy playing piano, which, I silenced or I'm just putting this elevator music over this. But then driving around, it's very mountainous. I was expecting it to honestly be a little bit flatter. But there's lots of mountains and hills to climb. This is my friend's place. He's got a really nice, shared living building down. I don't think he's not really downtown, but the view from the top was beautiful. I took a picture of this sign because, having served myself, I was pretty proud to see Veterans Way. I'm not sure if there's a big that population down there, but anyway, shout out. Here we drove by Arizona State University, and Old Town Scottsdale, which was all, again, it was all like really well kept and pretty nice. I wanted to share this with you. This was a nice, pretty picture of the sunset one day, and there's quite a bit of clouds there, but it was very pretty nonetheless. And there's all sorts of tasteful design around. Sorry, this camera work is really bad, but what are you gonna do? And then that's my friend and I, and just having a good time and walking around at I think again this was the Scottsdale or Tempe area, and it was just like a beautiful day. We spent almost every day we went outside. I wish I would have gotten up a little bit early. Well, I was getting up pretty early, but I really should have jogged around outside. That would have been a really good way to wake up, because the temperature was really cool, especially in the mornings. It's pretty cool, and you could get a good jog in. And this was one of the nicer areas. Again, I forget exactly where it was, but the homes there were about, were quite insane. 2 million or above. This was the restaurant where we ate dinner, and the service there was amazing. I wish I could shout out the location. I got the salmon for, I think it was Christmas Eve dinner. They had decorated. It was nice and lovely, and it was a very highly rated location. And then we went to the Phoenix Zoo to see the lights, and the light show was pretty cool. But after you walk around for about 30 minutes or an hour, you're kind of like, okay, and there's a nice video, and then I love this picture here because I think it's very resemblant of, I guess, very symbolic in a lot of ways. I saw this person. They were just sitting there staring at the wall, and there's some trash next to which is kind of like a pile of trash in the wall, or next to the wall. And then in the background, you've got magnificent beauty, the mountains you can see there, blue sky, and then the American flag. And I think we've got a lot of trouble here in the United States, and I just wish that maybe more people were paying attention, which is why this person is kind of sitting there in the shadows. I'm sure they were probably getting hot in the sunlight. But as you can see, there's also like this car dealership to symbolize wealth. And I don't know this person's story. What's really interesting to think about is like, you never know why someone is going through what they are, what their backstory is, how they're feeling, or what they're thinking. But in this country, we've got tremendous wealth, but we've also got tremendous suffering and pain. And I don't know that there's an easy solution to it. But I guess I just try to remain hopeful that things will improve and get better. I don't mean to make you sad. I hope you enjoyed the trip with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe and warm, and Happy New Year.